In rural Namibia, livestock husbandry is both a critical component of food security and an important cultural tradition. In the northern communal areas, however, farmers have been at a disadvantage as they have not been able to market their cattle south of the veterinary control fence, and marketing services have been limited. Over the years, the condition of the stock of cattle has been compromised, with inbreeding being a significant problem. Ideally, there should be about one productive bull for every 25 productive cows. But in the northern communal areas, the ratio was about 1 bull per 200 cows. As a result, many cows did not calve, and productivity was low. These problems had been further compounded by poor rangeland and livestock management practices, resulting from limited incentives and markets.
Some of the problems farmers in the northern communal areas have with their livestock is the tenure system. We all should know that in the northern communal areas it's communal land, so there is limited tenure security. Furthermore, the marketing of livestock provides no incentives for farmers, and that is why production principles are generally not followed, and that is why we see that cattle are just roaming. There is no real strategies and all that in place.
MCA Namibia's agriculture program has responded to these challenges with several integrated activities, including improving veterinary infrastructure services, establishing quarantine camps, providing radio frequency tags and equipment for tagging 1.6 million cattle to establish traceability in the north, and integrating cattle in northern communal areas into the nationwide Namibian Livestock Identification and Traceability System, or NAMLITS.
On behalf of the Millennium Challenge account, who is our partner in assisting us to implement these programs, to now declare the Namibia Livestock and Identification Traceability System officially and publicly launched today, the 30th of April 2011. Thank you very much.
Traceability for the livestock industry is based from consumer demand. Everything starts with a consumer desire. They want to know what they are buying, and for that we need a traceability system, meaning the piece of meat has to be traced back to the producer and the producer of origin. For that we need tags in the ears for each and every livestock, and these tags has to be then sort of traced through a movement situation, and that information is based in databases, and the database is called in Namibia is the NAMLITS system. This is quite a unique system. Namibia is one of the leading traceability countries in Africa, and I think it's just important for us to be one of the first ones. Eventually we will get the benefit out of that.
Along with these initiatives, Community-Based Rangeland and Livestock Management, or CBRLM, is focused on introducing best practices to ensure that adequate grass is available for grazing, and on improving livestock productivity. Through the CBRLM Bull Scheme, the breeding stock of cattle in the north has been strengthened by the introduction of genetically superior stud bulls selected from Namibia's commercial cattle farming areas.
Bulls for the northern communal areas are very important because we want to change the characteristics of the livestock in the northern communal areas. There are some inbreeding taking place which results into a bad conformation of the livestock, which eventually the consumers would not like. However, bulls selected for the northern communal areas has to be adapted to the local situation, and for that we have to select bulls. Bulls coming from breeders from anywhere, most of them from the southern commercial areas. All of the bulls selected are or have got certificates under the Namibia Stud Breeders Association, and then farmers or breeders will present their bulls, and these bulls will then evaluated with certain criteria. They have got the ability to breed, that they are not too big so that they can be appropriate for the north, the size of the bulls, the mating abilities, and all that is of course of importance. We selected bulls which were all very much appreciated by the northern communal farmers. When these bulls were offloaded, they were all very, very happy.
Careful planning was required to coordinate the loading of bulls from widely separated sources and transport them to the north in a single day. On arriving at distribution points in the north, the bulls were offloaded. Some were then distributed locally, while others were transported further for final handover to beneficiaries. The farmers are required to repay the loans for their bulls within 9 months. This money goes into a fund that is used for ongoing purchases of stud bulls. The repayment requirement also ensures that the farmers are committed and have a clear sense of ownership.
I think the importance of MCA to change the livestock situation could be summarized in that way, that we are preparing farmers to benefit from the livestock not only as free-roaming animals, but to establish a livestock industry. Because only through an industry you will generate income, and income will then be the basis for a growth vehicle. So the important issue for us was to provide measures, like for example to introduce better genetic material through the bulls, for example, to provide training to farmers, best practices, what to do, how to do it, to focus on the resource availability, the pastures, how to introduce rangeland managing principles, and eventually all that will benefit the farmers. However, I think one of our major contributors was to pull people together in community formats, so that individuals are not taking decisions, but that we are taking decisions in a group format.
A long-term goal of the MCA Namibia Agriculture Program is to enable economic development in the communal areas north of the veterinary control fence. MCA Namibia's agricultural projects activities have laid the foundations for the attainment of foot and mouth disease-free status in the northern communal areas, with the exception of Zambezi. Once this has been achieved, farmers should be able to benefit from access to national and international markets. However, a high-quality product is essential if access to markets is to be economically meaningful. In conjunction with other interventions, the CBLRM Bull Scheme has brought new vigour to the breeding stock in the northern communal areas and has already resulted in improved calving rates and improved characteristics in line with market demands.
Most of the time is that we don't have that much competition, and our cattle are also not that much attractive. I think with the new breed coming in, I think there will be a change in our productivity.
Really, we are happy, I'm happy, and I think the whole community will be happy for receiving such a bulls. We have been looking for such a very good breed in our community, but we could not afford to buy such a bull. Now, if we receive them now, really, I think there will be a very good. I don't know how to express it. I'm very exciting. What I want to say to the MCA, I would like to say thank you very much.